Namaste, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful queens. The information I'm gonna give you, I doubt you will find it anywhere. But before I start, I really don't know what kind of maniac I am to spend 4 or 5 hours a day to put such information together with only goal of mine to try to save someone and try to help someone. That's my only goal. That's why I'm doing it, because but I still do it. This information is not my research. This information is not my achievement. This information was researched and put together by a Russian researcher, writer, beautiful, amazing woman, Anna Boginskaya, which nowadays has 3 novels which are devoted to freedom of manipulation, how to recognize manipulation, any type of manipulation, because she considers any type of narcissist, of 7 types of them, any type of manipulator, it's their abuse, because the manipulation is a psychological abuse. Even if he doesn't take a stick and hits you with the fist, it's a psychological, mental, emotional abuse. And sometimes I had seen the victims of abuse. It's much scarier sometimes. The victims of a manipulative abuse, it can be psychological abuse, spiritual abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. This is all the abuse, and the results are as terrifying, especially if you've been in it for many years, as the physical abuse. So this information I'm gonna give you, you're not gonna find it in English. She researched it, she described it. When her novels are ready in English, when her novels are ready in English, I'm gonna share these novels with you. So far I am translating this because that is a bomb. That is huge. That is what I'm gonna tell you is gonna turn your world upside down and going to set you finally free. But this video will be in 2 parts. Please know that under this video is going to be the link to the second part, in which I'm going to say how to become free of this. Please share. Please repost it. I don't know, share it. Share it. You are saving someone's life. Please remember, when you spread the awareness, you are saving someone's life. This is huge. What I'm gonna tell you is absolutely huge. And if you need to read it as the printed text, please go to my community. In my community, it is already written there as 2 posts for today and for yesterday. Everything is there. So what I'm going to tell you, please, is listen very carefully. So what is really love, right? So you thought what you had with this man was love, okay? But what was it really love? Was that what you experienced really love? Many people could have told you that love absolutely cannot be connected with pain, cannot be connected with suffering, cannot be connected with the all type of horrific anxiety, longing, depression, stress. None of those symptoms can be connected with love, period. but probably you listened to sad songs and you read some novels, and probably someone told you that no, indeed, love is pain, like Cher sings, love hurts, love scars, love wounds, and that's not true. Love, love, pár, любовь, amor, that is the creative force, the most wonderful, beautiful force in universe. It's connected with joy. It's connected with feeling uplifted, feeling you have wings, feeling inspired, feeling light, happy, loved, cherished, respected, valued, understood. This is love. If what you have felt or what you are feeling right now has nothing to do with what I have just told you about, that is not love. That is much scarier thing, very scary thing, which is not love. And I will explain you what it is. Again, I will explain you what it is. So, I consider my human duty, to share this, to spend 5 hours to translate it, to put it there and share it with people. What the symptoms of the symptoms of what you have been going through is not love. What it is addiction, and not type of or a love drug, which unfortunately you have to exclude the word love. It is a drug, and it's not metaphorically saying no, my beautiful queens, listen to me. Why do we get ourselves into toxic, distracting a relationship? The main reason for that, we don't know what love is. We don't understand what love is. And of course, huge role plays our childhood traumas, how we were treated by parents, or how parents were treating each other. Because if you saw your father neglecting and suppressing your mother, it's already in your subconscious that this is normal behavior. So you'll find yourself a partner which is going to treat you just the way as your father treated your mother, and so on. Or if you didn't have a father, then you get yourself to love someone who's going to be on another continent, so he's going to be out of reach completely. Of course, why do we get into toxic, into horrible, destructive relationship? Not just us not understanding what love is, not just, of course, our childhood traumas and the wounds, but also Anna Boginskaya, she doesn't include karma here. From my experience, of course, I'm going to include karma here because karma is everywhere. So, to be exact, our not knowing what love is, lack of knowledge, and our own traumas and karma plus there. But main thing is lack of knowledge. Main reason why we get in such hell, which lasts for years, is lack of knowledge. We all dream to find love, right? But we don't understand what it is. Traumas, wounds, also our fears and our doubts. That's why I repeat so many times that until you heal your childhood traumas with a therapist, it's very little chances for you to find the relationship which you deserve, fulfilling relationship, beautiful relationship based on respect, care, and compassion. So we don't fully know and we don't fully understand what we really want, who we really are, what we really need. So, unfortunately, when we meet that man we think is love of our life, we don't know what love is. So we don't know what is constructive relationship, not destructive. Probably we never seen constructive relationship. That's why we get into destructive. So we take for love something which has zero connection with love. We get into addiction, into drug addiction, and the drug becomes that man. He becomes a drug and he becomes a drug dealer, both, which gives us the dose. I will explain you this all. It's gonna blow your mind. How do we become addicted while we're thinking this is love? Girls, it's not just psychological, it's also physical. Codependency is not just psychological. This is why her work of Anna Boginskaya is so priceless and brilliant, because a lot of psychologists don't understand that the codependency is not neurotic addiction. It's not just caused by our childhood traumas, lack of self-love, lack of self-value, lack of self-respect. It's also physical. And I will explain. It's going to completely turn your world upside down. How do we become addicted while we're thinking this is love? So listen to me very carefully. And remember, it's going to be second part to this video. Don't forget. At the beginning of, of times of mankind, we had only two basic instincts. First basic instinct was survival. We had to survive. And the second one was reproducing, because we had to leave someone who could continue our bloodline. Much later on, we got also the so-called limbic system as well. The limbic system is the one responsible for emotions. So, when we got, in addition to survival instinct and reproducing instinct, the limbic system, we started to think of love. So what is love? Believe it or not, this is an addition to our basic instinct of reproduction. That's what we think. The ideas of success, for example, position in society, of us dominating over others, this is part of the instinct of survival. Now again, what do we know about love? If you go even Google, like, what is love? Lady, don't hurt me, okay? You will not be able to understand what the heck is love. It's some philosophical, esoteric, lots of explanation. But I told you, this is the creative force. And creative force, and this is what your soul considers, it cannot have nothing to do with humiliation, manipulation, suffering, and pain. That's what you have to get. When in my post I tell you, follow your soul, follow your heart, it doesn't mean, you think your soul is very happy when you let somebody bring you down, when you let somebody devalue, when you let somebody treat you as a doormat. You think you're following your soul when you let it someone do it? No. So, psychologists, if you take just psychology into consideration, psychologists said love is psycho-emotional attachment to the object. That's it. Psycho-emotional attachment to the object. So the object is the guy. Now question. Question. I got a question. Alma has a question for you who saw the Sesame Street. What causes psycho-emotional reaction? Okay? What causes psycho-emotional reaction? Now sit down. I hope you are sitting, because it's going to completely turn your world upside down. What causes what you take for love? What causes psycho-emotional reaction of you to that particular man? Again, she doesn't talk about karma. I include karma here as well, but doesn't change anything. I will tell you. After analyzing the tens of thousands love stories of hundreds of thousands of people, we see the same pattern. We see that great love stories, so-called great love stories, in 98% of cases, unfortunately, those stories all end up as great pain, suffering, and disappointed. So, how those stories usually start, and I'm sure you already know it, how you saw it. When I saw him, when I saw him, it was like the lightning struck me. Or, when he looked into my eyes, I felt tremble. I felt my heart stop. My heart just stopped for a second. Familiar, right? Keep on listening. When he touched me, I had goosebumps. Pay attention to the word goosebumps. I tell you, girls, I hope you're sitting because this is huge. When he touched me, I felt goosebumps. I felt the urge to run. I wanted to run and hide. Or it was just insane. I was not able to even breathe. I can put all these things onto myself. I couldn't breathe. I felt absolutely euphoric. I couldn't find my voice. I couldn't say a word. I felt stupid. I felt lost. I felt like the world completely disappeared. Girls, now sit down and listen. I hope you are sitting. We associate love also with such things as loss of weight. Give you my own example. Lost close to 30 pounds, became anorexic. Within a year, people thought I was terminally ill because I never was a bone, skin and bone. I looked anorexic. My mother was feeding me from a spoon. She made me eat. We lose weight. We develop insomnia. We constantly thinking of him, constantly thinking of him, constantly thinking of him or her if you're a man. We take all the novels, we take all the love stories. Usually they all start with something similar to what I just have described you. As I already said, as a rule, such beginnings of these great eternal love stories unfortunately lead us to great suffering in the future. Why? You're keeping on sitting, I will tell you why. Increased heartbeat. Are you listening? Now, we're going to do this. Increased heartbeat. Difficulty breathing near the object of so-called love. Feeling extremely hot. Migraines. Not being able to find the right words, as if they were wiped from your mind. Pressure in chest or even pain in chest. Constant thinking about the object, insomnia, rising of temperature, weight loss, weight gain, loss of appetite. All that signifies, ready? A strong adrenaline rush, which occurs in your body. You know when? I will tell you when. Again, all those symptoms I've just told you about are the signs of the huge, strong adrenaline rush which occurred in your body. Adrenaline. And this is the answer to many and many questions. Now, are you still sitting? What do you want to know about adrenaline? This is the hormone of stress. Huge stress. Very big amount of stress. Now keep on listening. Do you know when and how organism produces this? Are you ready? Are you ready? I will tell you. When organism produces it, when we are in danger, okay? Are you ready? That. Keep on listening. This is a hormone of stress. This hormone is produced sharply by our organism in order to optimize our physical body to fight and survive. This hormone is produced in order to help us survive when our system, physical and non-physical, sees in front of them the danger. Okay? This is when your organism produces it. When we are in danger, whether you realize it or not, before you even realize it with your mind, your system, your body already knows you are in front of someone who is dangerous. This hormone is produced by your body to make you ready to fight and survive. This is our primal instinct. The survival instinct is our primal instinct. When we are in danger, do you understand now? In danger. So, you thought it was love from the first sight, and the truth is your system, your physical and non-physical bodies were screaming to you, danger, 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 danger. You know what this hormone requires for you to do? Are you ready? Run, fight, freeze. Run, fight, freeze, all the symptoms of I told you. Increased heartbeat, difficulty breathing, near so-called love object. Feeling lost, feeling hot, migraines, not being able to find the words. Pressure, pain in chest, constant thinking, insomnia, rising of temperature, weight loss. All of this is the sign that you are in front of someone who is dangerous. Your physical, non-physical, your subconscious, unconscious sees in front of you the danger. And it requires you to do the three things. Run away from the one who is dangerous. Fight the one who is dangerous, or freeze, save yourself. Okay? Okay? This is our primary instinct. When we are in danger, what happens next? So adrenaline requires you to have three reactions: run, attack, freeze. Again, I repeat, all three are designed to help us survive. And karma as well. It's not only your body screams to you danger, but the inner memories of all you had survived, all past incarnations participate here too. Inner memory recognizes someone who already hurt you in the past, probably not even once. Danger, your system screams, danger, danger, run, fight, freeze. And what do? You do nothing, okay? You neither run, you do not fight, you do not freeze. Usually the reaction freeze is the one we take for love. Again, what it means? It means that when you meet a person, not just love, a person who is potentially dangerous for you, your survival instincts react with production of adrenaline. But what happens? Usually instead of running, of course, we're not running. We're not seeing this person physically attacking us. But our system knows, because psychological abuse is also still an abuse. Before this person even done anything wrong to us, this is why you have to listen to your body and to your instinct, to your intuition. Before this person even done anything terrible to us, it already tells you, it already shows you run, freeze, fight. So usually instead of running, we see that nobody's really attacking us. So we just see this guy, in front of us. So we do not see the situation as a danger. We convince ourselves, okay, it's just a guy. It's not danger. Now listen to this. What happened next? Little people understand it. Very little people understand it. Now, we can know it because of Anna Boginskaya. Our body reacts this way to any type of potential abuse. You have to understand that your body reacts with adrenaline spike, not just to physical danger, already explained. To manipulation is also of a psychological, emotional abuse danger. Psychological abuse, which is manipulation, our body and our subconscious sees as danger as well and reacts with a production of adrenaline. So when the manipulator uses tons of method of manipulation, gaslighting, hot cold, carrot and the stick, intimidation, devalue, and others, our body to any manipulation also reacts with production of adrenaline, because our system doesn't make a difference between physical abuse, emotional and psychological abuse. This many people do not understand. So what happened next? Your body spikes with adrenaline. You just met a love of your life. So we met someone who our system recognizes as dangerous. Our body produced adrenaline, so we could protect ourselves. Again, run, freeze, fight. But we don't do any of those. For example, goosebumps. I told you, pay attention to the word goosebumps. This is the reason of glucose rise in your body. This is done in order to make you able to fight and survive. So the moment your system understand that you don't react, you don't run, don't fight, don't freeze, you do not anyhow use this resource which your body gave you. You don't run, you don't fight, you don't freeze. What happens next? Your body, listen to me very attentively. Your body now has to produce endorphins. Why? Because endorphins supposed to neutralize the adrenaline. All right? So, again, you don't run, you don't freeze, you don't fight. The body needs to neutralize adrenaline. This is the only one method your body uses. There is no other methods. This is called endorphins. Why? Because endorphins can bring your glucose level, because you're going to be in shock if it doesn't go back to normal. Glucose level in all your systems back to normal. And it has to do it fast. This is exactly this sharp rise of one hormone and then sharp of another rise, adrenaline, endorphins. This is exactly what we call the euphoria of love. Now, listen. Many of us think that endorphins are the hormones of joy and happiness. This is not true. You have to clearly see it. This is not true. By today, it was already proved that endorphins are opiates. This is a narcotic. The drug which is produced by your body as the reaction to this man. Anytime you see this man, anytime he does something. Because our system recognized him as danger, Not because this is love of your life, but because it's danger. Endorphins are produced by the body in order to minimize the stress, in order to return your body back to normal. So this is exactly what causes us feel in love, so-called. You lost your mind from love. This is very sad. I would even say this is tragic, that we're not capable, because of the lack of information, to recognize people instantly who can be very and very dangerous for us. This is also the reason behind loving bad boys and also not loving good boys, because bad boys make us feel this. This is causing adrenaline, endorphin addiction. Men, which are truly dangerous for us, make us feel love euphoria. Instead of running from them, we get into relationships with them. Then what happens next, with time, this turns to absolute hell. You know why we suffer? We suffer because we don't trust our own body and our own reaction and intuition. Love is not suffering. Love is not pain. The sooner you understand it, the better. So let's summarize it all, and let's talk about how we can become free and how it is so difficult to get out of toxic, destructive relationship with narcissists, manipulators. Part 2. Please watch part 2, because this is going to save your life and probably life of the others. The longer you are in adrenaline, endorphin situation, the harder it is to get out. So next video, we're going to summarize it all and talk about methods how to get out of this. Namaste.